We are live. Let me just check everything to make sure the sound is good. You know what I'm saying? And all the things.
Out in the manger.
What is going on in the world? Okay, so we are live. Hey guys, it's been so long. So we're trying something new. I'm doing vertical instead of horizontal this time around. It says recommended. So let's see kind of what it does for us on the jizzy jam of that. I am going to put on my little Vixen After Dark glasses. Welcome to Vixen After Dark, guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm your host, Leticia Yelfo. If you guys don't already, if you haven't already joined the fam, please go ahead and smash the subscribe button for me and click the bell right next to it. Dink, that way you guys are notified every time I go live. Okay, so today, you guys, I would just want to break down. I'm going to do separate videos for, planets going to new signs. We got a lot going on, but for today, what I'll do is a summary of the energy that's playing out. Pretty much everything is in Pisces and Aries right now. Stellium's playing out. So talk about that. We just had our new moon. We got solar eclipses happening. Oh my goodness, we're in Pisces season. Happy solar return to all my Pisces gang. Our birthday's all month, so we still have 4 more days left in Pisces season, and then we chuck it on over to Aries, and my moon is in Aries, so shout out. So what I'm going to do is look out for those separate videos, you guys, when I post those. As far as like we got, let me pull up the chats. As far as, when we have our moon updates. I know you guys missed those. I'm getting DMs. Thank you guys for all the love when you guys DM me, as far as me coming back in. So I'm going to put this in my calendar more often because I've been living off my calendar lately. I've been so booked and busy, which is a good thing, not complaining. That way I can be more, consistent over here with you guys and keeping you up to date, because I feel like time doesn't exist, honey, lately, and everything's been moving so fast, right? So like right now, just to give you guys, where's my little, hold on, I've been looking for my wheel. I can't find the wheel, you guys. I don't know where the wheel is, but whatever. So just so you guys know, like right now the moon's in Gemini, double energy here playing out, a lot of air energy playing out, seeing both sides of things. So you guys, after Gemini, clearly it's going to go into Cancer. Right now, Venus just moved into Pisces 6 degrees. So I want to talk about that. I have a separate video about that for you guys. Mars is still, it's 25 degrees in Aquarius, so it will switch out into Pisces. That's going to be crazy. Dang, so many things happening, right? So be on the lookout for those videos separately. So what we're going to talk about today, just so that you guys are aware, let's see. Let me pull it up. I do have my notes here. That way we're just, checking it out. So we have the Sun, Venus, Saturn, and Neptune are all in Pisces right now. We do also have the North Node and Chiron, as well as Mercury in the sign of Aries. So I'll give you guys the negative and the positive aspects of that, and then also tips on how to make this energy work for you during this time. Okay, so we'll go into that. Also, too, as far as your rising sign, this is where the houses that will be most affected. Like for me as a Capricorn rising, it's going to be my 3rd and 4th house here. Okay. And so on. So I'll break that down for you as well. And then later on, we will tap into, I will probably pull, see what deck, is calling me, since it's been a while, but I've been marinating on them. I've been traveling with them as well, but I just haven't been recording live for you guys. So we'll get into that a little later. That's what to expect for today. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, whatever it is that you got going on this Saturday. let's just get into it, you guys. I want to get into it. I'm really excited to be here, and I missed you guys. I totally missed you guys. So for who all is watching, feel free to comment down below. I do have you guys pulled up here. Let me just pull it up so I can see the comments at least. Since we're doing it on we're doing it vertical, so I don't know how the comments will appear. Hopefully I will see them better versus horizontal. So this is a new way of doing it for me. So let's pull this up. That way you can see that if there's anything. Okay, boom, bam, got that. Okay. Okay, so here we are. Perfect. All right. So let's kind of get started, you guys. I'm really excited to really just kind of tap in. Pisces energy. You know how it's been. The emotional sensitivity, imagination, creation, spiritual, escapism, illusion, emotional turbulence, lack of boundaries kind of energy can play out, grounding, creative expression, self-reflection, all the things. We're going to talk about it, you guys. I just want to make sure that we stay on topic. So let me just gather my notes here as far as what we got going here. So let me see. Does it work like that? Yeah. Okay. Because you know I'm blind as a bat over here. All right, guys. So let's kind of dive in. So let's kind of talk about, you guys, as far as the positive energy. I want to talk about the positive energy right now as far as having, let me pull this up. The sun, we've got Venus, Saturn, and Neptune all in the sign of Pisces. Okay, so how this will pertain to you personally is depending on the house that this stellium is playing out in. So you might want to check out your chart. If not, go to vixenafterdark.com. You can tap on that button and download it for free. Don't forget to click the like button as well as you're watching. So a lot of emotional sensitivity has possibly been playing out for all of us, you guys. Pisces is a deep emotional and empathetic sign. So with multiple planets in Pisces, you know, there's an increased sensitivity, even sensitivity, you know, as far as touch or the, you know, the way you move, or when you say things, or when people say things to you, you know, how you're correlating with that. Okay, the emotions of others, just a heightened sense within everything right now, even your intuition. Okay, intuition, if you get that initial gut, go with it, roll with it, because then right after that, boom, there comes the other side of that, which is that doubt. Like, you should listen to your first thought right away. Okay, but lots of compassion and empathy and understanding can be playing out with the stellium, which is a good thing because we have so many crazy things that are going on in the world right now. I mean, you name it. Okay, that's a whole nother video. But so as far as you know, your imagination and being creative, you know, Pisces like to be in la la land, you know, and so therefore with that Neptunian energy, which is the ruling planet of Pisces, that's where this can stem from. You know, maybe you wanted to create new projects, or maybe when you're into something, you're cooking food, or you know, when you're getting dressed, anything that you do, you want to add a little spice, a little flavor in it, and get creative and put your own stamp on things, even for your own business or even your house and things of that nature. We're in springtime now, right? Coming up. So it's like we're starting to get better weather per se, depending on where you're at. It's sunny. It's going to be hot all week where I'm at. I'm in Cali. So, you know, your imagination, even spiritually speaking, everything's just got to whoo, okay? Think of like 12th house energy to the woozah, okay? But with that Venus energy in there, the planet of love and money, with having Venus in Pisces, there's a romantic and dreamy aspect to that that's playing out as well, with that type of quality that allows you to be a little bit more artsy. You might get, you know, you might want to dress up when you're in bed with your mate or something like that, something you've never done. You know, you might leave little love notes that you never do, or hey, I packed you a lunch or something, you know? So those things can be playing out, making it an excellent time to really express yourself in a different way and also explore new artistic pursuits as well. Okay, now as far as our spiritual growth, okay, we do have the planet of Saturn, which is in Pisces, the planet of discipline, right? So having Saturn sitting here, Saturn's at 11 degrees, okay, in Pisces right now. So this can bring a sense of discipline and structure to certain spiritual practices that you may have during this time, which can be a good thing because remember, Pisces likes to be on Fantasy Island. Okay, so having Saturn in Pisces can bring in that structure that Pisces needs. Hopefully, you're utilizing the opposite sign of that, which would be Virgo, to add in details of all of that. Okay, but it encourages to really stay dedicated um, to committing to inner growth. Okay, if you are been on a journey where you feel like you've just been diving deep into self and you only care about what you got going on in your mental and how to get your shit together, then you're in the right avenue because that's pretty much where it's putting us there. So, um, meditating, self-reflecting consistently, like or constantly, just always reflecting, always in that mirror, looking at the man in the mirror, kind of an energy. That's that that's that putting you in alignment type of a vibe, okay? And that's what's going to facilitate this deep spiritual insight and also evolve. You're going to evolve as far as your own personal transformation. I feel like a lot of people that I'm been, whoever I'm speaking to, who I know, or loved ones, family, business partners, whoever they are, everyone's going through this transformation and it's a beautiful thing, especially when you accept it. So as long as you're in the accepting and receiving mode, these are the things that you're going to be feeling, especially with that Saturn and Pisces energy. Now, let's kind of talk about the negative aspects as far as having the Sun, Venus, Saturn, and Neptune all in one cluster. Oh, let me not cuss, but having it all in one cluster. Um, as far as how this will play out. So, as far as the negative aspects, what can play out could be definitely escapism and illusion, right? Because that's the other aspect of the 12th house energy that Pisces rules, and having Neptune there at home, that can really happen. So, that's kind of the downside to the Piscean energy. You can definitely be like, oh, this and that, and just want to be there, right? But you got to be like, bring it on back down, right? So some people may be escaping certain things. You could be avoiding certain things. There could be some type of delusions that could be playing out with this Pisces energy as well. Okay. And that's definitely Neptune's influence that can be doing that. So with this Pisces stellium, these are certain things to look out for. There is definitely a risk of being overly idealistic or overly unrealistic. Like if you see someone, you cock your head like, oh, I don't know about that. That's that Pisces energy that's kind of creeping in. So this can happen in relationships. This can happen in any endeavors that you may have at this time. Okay, so it's definitely a normal thing, but it's because this is where the planets are playing out, and this is why. So I'm telling you. So it's very essential right now during this time, you guys, to stay very grounded. I know I've been living in nature like crazy. So I'm trying to put all my content. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I'm trying to because when I'm out there, I like to just be present, but I do like to take pictures and videos of my moments and time. And I'm just getting all the content there to Instagram so you guys can see where I've been going. And that's why I haven't been here because for so many years, I've given all my time and energy to everybody. I've been on every single social media platform for years, over a decade. And I'm like, I need time, right? so, um, so yeah, get outside, you guys, okay? So it's essential to stay grounded, avoid really falling into the trap of fantasy, okay, or any type of deception or illusion, okay? So these are kind of the downfalls right now, the negative aspects that could be playing out with all this Piscean energy. Also, as far as Pisces energy, it can be a lot of emotional turbulence, okay? So let's say shit hits the fan and all of a sudden something happens, then boom, bam, pow. You're like, oh God, I'm like, I can't even do this right now. Too much Piscean energy can really lead you to being overwhelmed or confused, okay? So, there might be a tendency to feel emotionally drained. You might feel lost at sea, kind of an energy, of emotions. Like, what do I do? Oh my God. So this is why it's crucial to make sure you actually have healthy boundaries during this time as well and practice a lot of self-care routines. You know, you guys see, like, I straighten the curls, that way I can get up and go and roll out and do what I gotta do because my hair is curly and wild, it's just too much, so anything, self-care, whatever it may be, reading a book, meditating, eating right, healthy habits, exercising for 30 minutes a day, writing in your journal, doing things for you, okay? Because you want to avoid the emotional burnout that this stellium could possibly bring for you. Okay. Now, I want to actually talk about kind of that lack of boundaries energy that the Piscean energy can be playing out. So it's Pisces, I got to put it out there. I'm a Pisces myself. So Pisces is a boundaryless sign. I remember years ago when I had no boundaries. Like, so don't feel bad if you don't have them yet. If you realize that you don't have them, hopefully there's friends, letting you know, hey, you need to set up some boundaries. You know what I mean? So hopefully that's not you. But if it is, that's fine. You're still living out whatever it is that you need to live out. And, there's no, everyone's journey is different, I should say, for the most part. So don't feel bad about that. But having multiple planets in the sign of Pisces, there can be challenges in setting and maintaining those boundaries in relationships and any type of area of life right now. So it's essential to really establish what clear boundaries you need to prevent being taken advantage of. Okay, because if you're living on Fantasy Island and people see that, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I can do this, 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 and this, and this," and walk all over you. Okay, so you have to be really careful, and also, you might become overwhelmed with others' emotions as well. Okay, so let's talk about some tips. Okay, let's talk about tips, just strictly tips on how to handle this Pisces stellium that's playing out for you. Okay, so some tips on how to do this. Like I said, grounding practices, whatever that may be. Okay, engage and spend time with nature. Somehow get yourself rooted. This is the time for that because if there's lots of emotional intensity, go grab a journal. Write something. I hiked to the top of a mountain and just screamed one time. Like I just let it all hang out. I'm like, ah, like just let it, whatever that is for you. Um, get that emotional intensity of Pisces energy out. Okay. Create, do something. If you paint, draw, write music, anything, Pisces energy with that to help, you can create something right now. Okay. Like for me, I don't know what happened. What came about, something happened. I was frustrated. And I was like, let me transmute this energy. I'm so good at doing that. I'm like, let me put it into something else. I'm like, oh, I'll create a podcast out of that, like a Vixen Elite Healing podcast. Oh my God. So that's going to be streaming. So be on the lookout for that, you guys. So yeah, you just want to kind of put yourself out there, get out there, guys. Don't be afraid to just really kind of let it all hang out, but do it in a good way. Don't, I'm not trying to say tell all your business, but make sure it's healthy. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Also to, just really explore your imagination. Allow yourself to really just express yourself the way that be the best version of you during this time. Okay, be the best version of you during this time is going to be super important because damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I recommend that, being transparent is definitely going to be key to navigating all of this energy during this time. So that is definitely going to be a positive thing for you as far as that goes, because self-reflection and spiritual growth is really the name of the game here. Okay, take advantage of Saturn's presence that's actually in Pisces right now to really deepen those spiritual practices. Engage, make sure when something happens, look at yourself first, look at them in the mirror first, and then go from there, right? So use this time to really confront any inner demons that you may have, or any unresolved issues that you may have. Work towards your own personal growth and healing right now would definitely be key, especially in the water sign of Pisces. It would definitely, that will work out for you. Trust me. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? Also, yeah, like I said, be mindful of your boundaries in relationships. If you are partaking and getting to know new people, new groups of people friends, business partners, acquaintances, whoever it is, love relationship, romantic family, and you're joining those energies together and they're like really figure it out. Okay. Boundaries are what's going to be key. Be assertive as well. Don't let people walk all over you. Learn to protect your energy, but also what's most importantly, learn when to say no without an explanation. Just be like, nope, I don't want to do this. Nope, I'm not doing that. Period. That's it. Um, and also too during this time, I feel like a lot of people are like when I go out and you're out grocery shopping or you're just out, in the world. I feel like some people, they have compassion and empathy right now because there's a lot of Pisces energy hanging out. That's like pretty much hospitality is like the name of the game right now. So even if you work in that business, it's great. Customer service. So cultivate a lot of compassion, you guys, and empathy during this time. Use this time to really strengthen your connections that you may have with loved ones, friends, offer support to people who need it. I'm not saying go above and beyond, but it would be a good grand thing to do. Um, let's see here. What else do we have that's happening? Oh yeah, I didn't talk about um the Mercury energy. Let's see. So okay, so pretty much you guys, we do also have here, we have Mercury in Aries at 12 degrees, North Node 16 degrees in Aries. And Chiron is 18 degrees in Aries right now. Let me pull this out. So, for the most part, let's talk about the positive aspects really quick about having this Aries stellium. That's what I said. Pay attention to your Pisces and Aries houses right now. Pull up your chart and figure out where Pisces and Aries is at, and these are the houses that you need to concentrate on, or these are where you'll see the positive and negative aspects that are playing out. So with this fire stellium that's playing out in the sign of Aries right now, and then we're about to have, let's see, what else? Something's about to go into Aries right now. We're about to be in Aries season. So well, that's all going to be together too. So it's going to be a super stellium there. So let's talk about the positive aspects of that. Okay. There's going to be lots of bold communication. Mercury in Aries, honey, encourages direct, like straight to the point, assertive communication. Like they're going to tell it like it is, and that's case closed. Okay. But it also promotes you speaking the truth and being authentic. So I feel like if you haven't been that and you've been kind of like very meek, this is going to allow you to just really pop out like a firecracker that you need to be and allow you just to be yourself. Okay. So I feel like speaking your truth is going to really promote that. It's going to build people's confidence. You're going to be a little bit more courageous to do something you've never done or say something you've never done before, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. But just take it as it can lead to greater clarity, like no beating around the bush, like no trying to figure it out, no elephant in the room. It's going to be straight, diverse, like straight black and white. Okay. For the most part, just authentic conversations could be happening, authentic interactions. It's going to feel organic because you're probably chummy with someone that's the same energy as you, right? So the energy that you're pushing out there is what you're going to attract. So new beginnings for Mercury and Aries energy. There's going to be lots of new beginnings because it's a fire sign. So, Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. And this is like initiation. This is like a fresh start. Okay. So, with North Node in Aries, think of that new journey. You're supposed to be doing new things, right? Operating in this new energy. You ain't got no map, you ain't got no directions, and just do it because South Node is where you're comfortable. North Node is where you're supposed to be operating. So if you can do that, this is you stepping into new opportunities, new doors, pursuing new goals for yourself, and really embracing an individual path for you on your mission on where you need to be going, right? So it's kind of like we can all heal through taking action. Okay. Say what's on your mind. Sometimes you can never prepare for something. Sometimes it's just, if you always say you're waiting for the right time, I mean, people like to say there's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes, yeah, that's like a thing. But, sometimes you just got to be like, boom. Right. So healing through action. I feel like with Chiron and Aries, it's definitely going to bring a lot of attention to any wounds that you may have during this time related to your self identity, related to your independence. Are you independent? Are you codependent? Are you assertive or not? So I feel like with Chiron and Aries, it's going to provide you an opportunity of healing through being proactive, making that decision towards improving yourself, and discovering yourself and who you are. Okay. Now let's kind of talk about the negative aspects of having North Node and Chiron in the sign of Aries, okay, as well as Mercury. So having this fire stellium, I would just say Aries energy is just so impulsive. It's just so impulsive. It's like hot tempers everywhere. Especially with Mercury. Mercury is our thoughts, communication, what we say, speaking, right? So there's a risk of people making hasty decisions without thinking. Remember, Aries energy, it's like the ram. So it's like going full force without thinking of the consequences. So that can happen. So you can make some hasty decisions and conflicts could arise, possibly misunderstandings, disagreements left and right. With Mercury and Aries. So it's essential to really practice patience if you can before acting or speaking to help you out a little bit. Okay. And, another negative aspect would be, there's some type of self-centeredness that could really happen. They always say Aries is known for being selfish, but I always say everybody's chart is different. But you can think of, you know, people can be, a lot of pride and ego could be playing out. Okay. Especially when there's a strong focus. If you have a personal goal or a personal desire to achieve something, you might just think about yourself first, but then be pride and ego, like you don't want no help. No, I got this. You ain't got to do that for me, kind of a vibe. Like you want to complete it, you want to do it first. Um, so it's important to really balance self-confidence. Like you can, even though you may know something or know how to do it, just if somebody wants to shine like a star, oh, go let them do it. You know what I mean? Like just let them have it. Let them have their 10 minutes of fame, is what I like to call it. Just let them do it. Be considerate of others' perspectives. Your perspective might be different from somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? So really seek support from people that you trust. If you have mentors, this is a grand time for that because they can help you to calm down in situations that you don't know how to really handle if you are emotionally vulnerable. Okay. So really just all in all, guys, with this Aries stellium, I would say since it's still early with Mercury there, it's 12 degrees. So mindful communication would be the name of the game. Be mindful of your words that come out of your mouth. Thoughts become things. Your tonality when you're communicating with other people. Practice active listening. Don't just be hearing someone to speak next. Active listening skills would be great. I always say less is more. Observe first, read the room, check the temperature, right? Before you just kind of like dive in. That we can really strive to really express yourself assertively and respectfully. Just try to avoid reacting in an impulsive way, especially in a heated situation. Like, take a moment, really think about it, write something down, or take a walk or something. And like really breathe, okay, to collect your thoughts before you even respond. And use the time to be courageous, be proactive, take practice taking steps forward, try something you've never done before, whatever goals you're trying to achieve. If you really want something as bad as you want to breathe, you will do the unthinkable. You will do things you've never done before. You will get uncomfortable so that you can live a comfortable life, okay? Really do these things right now, especially with this North Node in Aries, Mercury in Aries. It's giving you the opportunity to do that. Talk the talk and walk the walk. Okay, with this energy here, it can be very healing too. So I really like that this is playing out here, and especially having Chiron there. It's like, okay, you feeling angry about something. Chiron and Aries, figure out that root, figure it out, right? And then you have the North Node. Okay, let me try a new way of doing it. Instead of yelling and getting pissed off, I'm going to handle it this way, right? So if you catch yourself doing that, you're really literally checking yourself through that. And that's having this Aries stellium that's playing out. So that'd be a good thing. I actually see that happening with people in real time. They're like, well, normally I'd be like this, and this person thinks I'm going to react all mad and pissed off, but I'm not. And I went this way. And then you get better results. You get like, it just works. So, use this time to really do that. Trust your abilities, guys. Really step outside your comfort zone to pursue these new opportunities. Boost your self-esteem right now. Really grow as you're expressing yourself. Like, this is who I am. Kind of like, take it or leave it, buddy. Like, you got to be like that. And then that's when you'll attract your tribe. Okay. So lots of self-reflection and healing can be happening. So take some time to really figure out those underlying wounds. Why are you the way that you are? Why is this happening? Where's this stemming from? It might not be the person in front of you. It could have happened like PTSD from another relationship, or it could be just, when you were a kid. Okay. Inner child healing. Healing is like lifelong history. We are on the school of earth. So we're going to be learning something. Okay. It's always going to be a lesson and not a loss. Okay. So just be gentle with yourself. If you need to, speak out or seek out any therapeutic ways or practices, or support systems that you may need to. That way it can aid you in your healing journey. Hopefully that's why I'm here on my channel, to hopefully, you can hear all these things and you can collaborate. With this Aries energy, guys, remember, Aries likes to be independent, just FYI. So, I would say definitely you got to really find a balance. Find people that, have that synergy to where you feel mutually supported as well, right? I feel like now's the time to really like make sure everyone that's around you is on the same level playing field. Like, if they got the same kind of goals in mind, y'all on the same frequency, it's gonna work. If someone's over here and you're over there, it's just like, you're literally like on a teeter-totter kind of a vibe. Okay. It's all about pursuing your goals, guys. Okay. But also be respectful and open-minded to hearing other perspectives, because you might learn a thing or two. I always say, always stay a student, but then sometimes you may have to lead. Okay. So with that being said, guys, just recognize that everyone's navigating through their own journey. Everyone has some type of challenges that they could be facing. So here we are, right? Now, with having this Pisces and Aries stellium, really quick, if you know your rising sign, I'll tell you what houses will be affected. Okay, so let's see here. So we've got, if you are an Aries rising, so Aries rising, the Pisces stellium is going to be playing out in your 12th house, which is naturally ruled by Pisces. Okay, so that's going to be like secrets, sorrows, beginnings, and endings. Your Aries house is going to be in your first house. Your first house, clearly, of course, is going to be self. Okay. Taurus rising, this is going to be affecting you as far as the Pisces stellium. This is going to be in your 11th house. Okay. We all know 11th house is all about friends, hopes, wishes, dreams, social groups, and things of that nature. And then for Taurus rising, your Aries house is going to be the 12th house. And we just talked about that. Gemini rising. So Gemini rising, this is going to affect your 10th house. So we all know 10th house is work, career, and your status. And then the Aries stellium for you is going to be in the 11th house. So think of how this wheel is going right now. Okay. Let's see here. So Cancer rising, Pisces is going to be in your 9th house. And we all know your 9th house, you guys, is about higher learning, education, things of that nature. And then your Aries house is going to be your 10th house of career. Leo rising, this is definitely going to be, Pisces will be in your 8th house. And remember, 8th house is all about your assets, inheritances, deaths, personal transformations. This could be intimate connections. Okay. And then also the Aries house is right next to it in your 9th house. Let's see here. So can I go down? Hold on. Let's see. What are we on? Virgo. Is my computer frozen? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I think my computer's frozen, guys. It's frozen. Hold up. That is so weird. I hope my live isn't frozen. Give me 1 second. Oh, upstairs. Oh, got it. Now. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. I'm not so hungry. I need to eat something. Yeah. So, where are we at? Virgo rising is going to be in your 7th house of relationships. Libra rising, 6th house. Scorpio rising, 5th house. 5th and 4th. Sag, 4th and 3rd. Wait. Hold on. Capricorn rising. Actually, yeah. Capricorn rising 3rd and 4th. Aquarius rising 2nd and 3rd. And then Pisces rising 1st and 2nd for your stellium. So, you guys don't forget to look out for, I'm going to do separate videos for the planets and where they're at. So, let's get started. I want to do we're going to pull some cards. I really want to pull some cards and get a collective reading for you guys. I'm not going to do individual. I'll probably do that on the single videos for each planet. And where it's moving to, and then that's when I'll do the rising signs. Okay, just FYI, just so that you guys are aware. Okay, let's cleanse here. All right, so I'm gonna pull some cards. Let's do it. Oh, and then I need to see your guys' comments. So let me pull up the comments here. That way I can see them. So let's start with the collective energy, guys. I do want to use the energy deck, which you guys know is one of my ultimate favorites. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, hold on. Let me switch that to that. All right. Put you guys here. All right. Okay, what do we have for the collective? And you guys don't forget, everything is going to be time stamped. That way you guys can refer back to it. after the live video. All right. What messages do we have for the collective? Messages for the collective. And my ears ringing hella loud right now. Ooh. I just dropped that whole deck. Hold on. Okay. All right. Let's get started here and see what we got going on. Yeah. A lot of high cards here. I'll let you guys know. 13, 13, 6, and 7. So, pretty much the name of the game right now, there could be some contracts. Okay, contracts. This could be physical or it could be spiritual. Soul contracts and things of that nature. As far as how this can be playing out. Oh, yeah, with the new vertical, you guys can't see the deck. Hold on, let me see if I do this. If I put them over here, then maybe you guys can see. Okay, so yeah, contracts. There'll be some contracts that could be playing out for you guys right now, okay? And I feel as if these contracts, it's going to be a reciprocation of energy. So whatever energy you're dishing out, you're going to be receiving these back. Now, I feel like you're going to be walking through some of these could be blind as far as you're just going through the motions. You're just going through it and you're getting through it, okay? Now, I feel like it's all about balance. You want to be around people that have balanced energy, okay? When you are unbalanced, clearly that's not going to happen, okay? But I feel like there's going to be some type of balance that's going to pull through. You guys could be, like I said, I'm just getting the energy of soul contracts straight up with this here. Equal give and take, okay, with the community card here as well. All right, equal give and take with the community card here. Very spiritual number 7. All right. And definitely that is a masculine number. As you're taking action out in the world, as you're speaking to people or you're meeting new people, it's like taking action in a community of people coming together. This could be a group of people. You guys could be involving yourself with the community, or you could have started something. I don't care if it's a yoga class or maybe gardening together, whatever that may be. This could be happening, okay? As long as whatever you're taking action right now, or it's telling you if you're not to get involved within your community. A lot of people, I feel like, they're just so stuck in this one device. It's time to really look at the world right now for what it is and then start to create your own reality. Like, really get yourself out of whatever it's in. And some things we have to play the part in the game of Monopoly, right? But as long as you see the duality within everything. And that's pretty much what we have here. So, as far as the financial restraints, some of you guys are looking to build. 13 equals the number 4. Some of you guys are looking to build a foundation, a solid foundation. You're worried about home and family and really taking care of that. You might have to pull the reins on, maybe I shouldn't go buy Starbucks all month, or maybe I shouldn't go buy a $10,000 purse, or maybe I shouldn't go. It's like really paying attention to where your money is going and putting into things that actually are meaningful to you. So some of you guys might be really saving up for a new house, a new apartment, something that has to deal with home, okay, or making you feel at home, your sanctuary, wherever that may be. You could be thinking of these things. This could be something that's colossal. It's on your mind. So don't be stuck in fantasy island for too long. Make sure you're bringing it into reality and making sure that these things can happen during this time, okay? So utilizing that third chakra to have these new beginnings is what's going to need to play out for you. And you have the door to spirit, which is 32 equaling 5, which is allowing this change to come through. So like I said, you see duality. You might know the real from the fake, right? You really peep game on a lot of things, but the same token, you know how to move, right? It's like, yes, you can have goals and dreams and aspirations and really be what do I call it? You got to have vision, right? If you're a person with vision, lots of entrepreneurs have vision. If you're a person, you have that vision, right? This is what's going to allow you to really carry out everything, because you still have to operate and participate in the game of Monopoly, right? So it's like, okay, I know this is what I got to do, but I got to do this to get that. And sometimes that's what's going to happen. Okay. So strategizing these things is really going to be key. And then also celebrating your wins, 21 equaling the number of three. Okay. Now, this is going to be, that masculine and feminine energy, the number two and one equaling three. So allowing you to celebrate your wins. And I feel like here, journaling, logging, and paying attention and being attentive and being consistent is going to allow you to strategize, right? Discipline. It takes 21 days to gain a habit, it takes 21 days to lose one. So, this is going to be very important for all of us here. And definitely, as well, I do show that you're going to have the strength to do so. And all these major changes that are coming, this could be like you losing a job or losing a place and then gaining a better place and gaining a better job or starting your own business. Okay. Really going gung-ho. If you feel like you can't do something, it's because maybe you've never done it. Like I said, with North Node in Aries, it's time to take that fire energy and initiate to do things that you've never done before. So really be open-minded and also listening to other perspectives that could be playing out, because you never know what's on the other side of that. You have the strength to get through it, whether it's a bad situation, it could be a breakup, it could be, you and your friends aren't friends anymore, or something could happen, but yet you're going to have the strength, okay? As long as you have strategy and you have this door to spirit here, 5 and 5, right? Okay, it's like you could be pushed in the path that you need to be in, as far as maybe, okay, if you're going to keep repeating this cycle, okay, we're just going to give you the same, a different person, the same situation until you learn that lesson. Okay, once you close out a cycle, you got 5 and 5 equaling 10, then you start your new journey. You start your new beginning here, okay? And this is where you have the goddess of the moon. It could be a very emotional thing, okay? This is all about your ascension process right now during this time, you guys, okay? So if you want to ascend, if you want to see the best version of yourself, or you got to continue to put in the work. You got to take action. You have to take action on yourself every single day, no matter how hard it may get. But remember, there's always a way out. There's always a way out. There's always a way out, okay? So with these changes, it may be a little bit emotional, okay? Which is the moon energy here, which pulls on how you react and respond to something, okay? So this is all, that's really the name of the game. How you react and respond to something is really going to put you in your next spot here, okay? So you do have your angels and guides, spirit guides. You could be guided. Okay, 44 here is protection. Okay, a woman holding a heart. So it's definitely like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna hold space for you. Make sure that you guys aren't dumping on people and you're asking, hey, do you have space for me today? I need to talk to you about something. I think that's really important. A lot of people don't do that. Um, so allowing yourself to do that as you're focusing on, okay, I know I need to do this. So sacrificing, maybe, I don't know. Some of you guys might be like, I want to be single. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't care about anybody else. I need to get myself together so I can build a solid foundation, strategize, stay disciplined, and then boom, watch out of nowhere that same person that you're looking for, that you hope for, or that you dreamed of could be just walk right in your door. I mean, you just never know. Okay. It could be a situation like that. But as far as like, making sure you're stable, like stability is the name of the game. Stability, structure, safety, support, the love, staying disciplined. That way you won't have to look at your bank account anymore. You can be like, oh, I want to go here and take a trip there and do whatever that, you know what I mean? Buy whatever, right? And also it's cool to have someone match that same energy. So some of you guys are holding space for your mate. It could be divine masculine, divine feminine energy, whatever that may be. You could be holding space, or you have that space for someone. It's like, okay, yes, I'm going to hold them close. If you have someone already, you could be holding them close, and here we are, two equal parts coming together, vibrating on the same frequency, and you're just flowing, right? You're going with the current. We do also have first chakra, first chakra energy, which is your root chakra, you guys. Okay, so we got the androgynous number of 3. We also have 5 here too, which can be emotion. So remember, there's a lot of things in the world, in your environment, that could be playing out. That could possibly, I want to say, ooh, what's that smell? It smells really good. It just came. With that energy, number 8, 35 equals number 8. There's an infinite amount of possibilities, okay? The thing about it is, if you want a particular outcome, things may not happen the way that you want them to, but they will happen. But as long as you put a positive foot forward and just keep going and keep planting those seeds in your garden, the seeds in your garden will grow, okay? And you will be able to pick the fruits of your labor with equaling the number of 8, which is abundance here, okay? And you have to be careful because there's a lot of things, like I was saying earlier, it's going to play out in the world to where it wants us to operate in a low frequency. So pay attention to that, okay? What are you listening to? Who are you listening to? What type of music is in your ear? What are you engaging in on a daily? Okay, are you going to sleep with the TV on? What are you watching? A CSI crime murder scene? Like, what's happening here? What are you programming this to do? Okay, that's going to be very important. Now, I like how a woman holding R and a man holding R, divine feminine, divine masculine energy. You're holding space, okay? Some of you guys, you're going towards building a new future. There's a major shift or a change that has happened to you to where it's like, okay, some of you guys could have left someone and started something new. Some of you guys have found your mate and you're coming together and you're taking care of business. 444 has been seeing that so much. That could be the name of the game for a lot of you guys. And I feel like here it's all about, like I said, the stability, the support. That way you can celebrate. And it's like you guys are doing things together. Some of you guys might even get engaged, have a wedding. I'm seeing pregnancy here, or just pregnant with ideas that could be arising. So that is a piece of the collective energy, you guys. Now let's kind of bring up, let's see here. I'm gonna do, let's do this deck. Where are we on time? Okay, we're doing good on time. So now I'm gonna do the Cosmo deck, you guys. Whoop. I love this deck. This deck is amazing. All right. So let's do the Cosmo deck. Let's see what we got going. Now, this deck is definitely going to be Tarotstrology, because it's like, you can think of it as tarot mixed with astrology and the planets that are playing out right now during this time. So actually, is it still, let me see. Is it working now or no? Something's happening. I don't know what's happening, but something is going on. Like, this is working. Okay, that's not working. All right. So let's pull up the charts here. Let me do Astro, because I kind of just want to see as I'm doing it. It'd be so much better. There we go. All right. Let's do collective Tarotstrology now, you guys, and see what messages, what do we need to pay attention to for this week? Or why we have this Pisces and Aries stellium is what I should say. Let's kind of see what plays out. What are the messages we need to pay attention to for the collective? Messages for the collective, the Pisces and Aries stellium. A lot of water. Okay. So, let's see what we have. I do read reversals in these ones, guys. So, let's flip up. We'll read reversals first. These two came out sideways, so we'll see what that energy is like. So, we do have here, let's see, we got the Judgment. Queen of Chalices. Okay. So pretty much, you guys, we do have here Pluto with Judgment in reverse. Okay, Pluto energy has definitely been active, you guys. I remember at one point we did have an Aquarius stellium. Pluto is in Aquarius at 1 degrees right now, and we're all being faced with judgment. A lot of us, a lot of shadow energy is being played out. The dark side, another side of you. Maybe there's a side you're like, oh my God, I don't do this anymore. I haven't done this in years, and oh my God, and I'm doing it. You know, I don't care if it's like I said, I'll never eat bacon. You're eating bacon again, or some type of vice or anything that can pop out. If you guys are in that mode where it's like your shadow is just out to play right now, yes, that is happening to a majority of people. Some people are already got out of that phase, or you're just now in it, or you're in the smack dead middle of it. That's just for some. Okay, so this can be very like your emotions could be all over the place. You could feel as if you don't have any emotional intelligence for some, with that Queen of Chalices that we have here in reverse as well. Okay, so remember, this is also Cancer energy. Um, that could be playing out because that is a water card. So like I said, with this Pisces stellium that's playing out, this could be a thing. Okay, but you guys are looking to take action. Here's that Aries energy with the Two of Wands going forward. With Two of Wands, it's kind of like you have lots of ideas. There's so many ideas and things and places that you want to go, places you want to explore, but it's all about having that idea or that thought. And you have to make sure when you have that idea or that thought, it's all about putting the pen to the pad and making it reality by taking action. It's a lot of thinking going on, right? But some of you guys are definitely closing out old emotions with the 10 of chalices here. You're closing out old feelings, old emotions, and that's that Pluto energy that's playing out as well. So definitely things will be changing for you. When you close out a cycle, you start a new one, right? And so here comes, yes, the Nine of Chalices is going to sweep through, of course, for you guys. And it's all about exploring. It's all about reminiscing, right? It's all about really taking action and building. So some of you guys definitely could have new love or a new business partner or some type of connection that you're in right now. It could feel very nostalgic, right? There's Scorpio energy in here, Aquarius, Pisces. I've got Aries playing out. So wherever that could be in your chart. But as far as this goes, there's like an equilibrium. There's a one hand washes the other kind of a vibe that's playing out with this. It's like you guys are on the same field. It's like your inner child is out to play. This could be flirting energy. This could be friends. This could be, you know, but I feel like for you specifically, if I'm just talking as a collective, it's just definitely speaking more so for yourself. It's like, okay, there's a lot of things you could be facing. You could be in the shadow energy. This could be emotional turbulence like crazy. But yet, instead of just having all these ideas of doing something, you need to take action on these things. Okay, you're closing out on chapters that could be happening right now within your life, and you could feel like the charmer, seducer, romancer kind of vibe, and you could just be wanting to see new friends or meet new friends or visiting with old friends or old family members or people coming in. But also too, it's like you need that one hand washes the other. It feels comfortable or it gives you that nostalgia like it does. And this is what allows you to move forward, okay, with taking action and building your foundation. It's all about taking action and building your foundation here with the Four of Wands. And this is where you're going to see the fireworks, okay? And you have to utilize that Aries energy. Okay, utilize that Aries energy and go forge forward. Don't be afraid, okay? Because Jupiter will expand many of the things that you want to dive into. And I know it could, like this judgment and Queen of Chalices in reverse, honey, let me tell you. I know a lot of people probably got out of this, okay? But you faced it. You put a lot of hard work and it's like you forge forward and it's like walking yourself through the fire. Like you're like, yes, I'm finally out of it. Now what? I want to do this. I want to do that. You know, I've closed this out. It's like starting a brand new chapter or starting a new book. It's like you hit the reset button and now it's like, pew, now you're feeling better. Now you're like in your energy, like, okay, I can smile. I feel like talking to people. I want to get out there. There's so many things you don't care about anymore. It's like the fear has broken down and now you can truly be you. It's like Phoenix rising from the ashes, really coming out. That way you can focus on your priorities and what's important to you. That way you can move forward and forge forward. Let's get one final message here I do want to use my other deck. Where's that other deck? It just always, yes, here it is. It always just comes out like water. Okay, let's do one more final message here and see what else. This is the deck, honey. This is the deck. I usually get like a quick feeling from this. And I might do one more. Where are we at? What does the collective need to hear at this time? Okay. Look at that. So for the most part, let's see here. We've got the Emperor, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Strength card, the Fool card, and the Tower. Yep, there's a Strength card again. You guys, so for some of you guys, you feel like you had it all together. You felt like you were in power with a certain situation, and then it's like you feel like you lose power because you were putting so much time and energy into people, places, and things, and they just weren't growing the way that you wanted them to grow. It's like you're slowly waiting for something to occur. A lot of you guys are waiting for a breakthrough. You're waiting for that coin to flip. You're like, come on, let's do it. And so what the message is that you have the strength to be patient. You have the strength to go forward in some new endeavors and try something new that you've never done before. Yes, you may slip and fall in a sense to where you're going to learn a lesson, but these are the lessons that you need to learn in the school of earth, school of hard knocks, what I like to call it. So that way you can go and have your new beginning and enjoy it. So it's not going to be peaches, creams, rainbows, and popsicle sticks all the time. But as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other and learn that lesson and not take it as a loss, take it as a lesson and go forward. It's like you did something, okay, but you got to be patient. Some of you guys aren't that patient, but make sure you always take your power back, or always make sure you have your power and strength so that you can have a new journey. Lots of new journeys, lots of new beginnings I see here. Lots of, warm and fuzzy, loving days. I see a lot of compassion and empathy here. There could be someone that's pouring into you, or you could be pouring into someone else, giving them strength, building their confidence up to do what it is that they need to carry out. Okay. For some of you guys with these tower moments, when a tower moment happens, it's like, okay, if something happens, you got to figure out, okay, how can I pick up the pieces and build the bricks back up again? Okay. So it's all about trial and error, right? If something doesn't work, try again. Something doesn't work, try again. Until you get there. It's AKA plant the seeds and keep going. You never know something you said or did, how it's helping someone, how it could help you later on, how it can circle back. You can have full circle back moments. Oh my God, I had one today, honey, let me tell you. So really think about this. Always stay in your power, okay? Put your mask on first, and you have to be patient. Okay, you have the strength to get through whatever it is. I feel like some of you guys are embarking on some new journeys. You've never done something before. This could be a new job, a new area that you live in, or this could be you wishing and hoping for a new start or a reset, or it's around the corner. For a lot of you guys, it's like you're gonna have the strength to get through it. And some of you guys feel like, oh, I'm not, skilled in this, or I don't know how to do this and that, or I've never done this before. Sometimes we ain't got the playbook. We don't have the maps and directions. You got to figure it out. If you keep hearing the figure it out, be around energy that allows you to, if they say, let me figure it out. Okay, if you don't figure it out, then of course they'll be there to pick you up. But be around people that force you to kind of think for yourself. We're in this world of this digital age where it's like you have a click of a button to do everything. Figure it out, right? Because I feel like in the moments that feel like where you're the most broken, or you feel like so down and out, it's like, honey, whatever goes down, it must come back up. Okay, so if you're in that energy of like, oh my God, woe is me, you're going to come right out of that. But you have to have the vision, okay? Have the vision and the strength and gain your power back to move forward. So that is your message, you guys. I'm going to have fun with all these timestamps. Thank you so much for saying tune in, tapped in, and turn on. I'm your host, Tichiofo. This has been Vixen After Dark. Make sure you smash the subscribe button and click the bell right next to it, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.